Hi everyone, welcome back to our next video. In this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about course expectations, how the course is going to run, and introduce you to how our Canvas shell will work. So the first thing, this is the Canvas shell for our course. It looks a little bit different because I have some of the teacher tools that you may not have, but this layout of modules and our homepage should look the same for you. You'll notice there's a resources module as the very first module. And you'll see the syllabus is linked here. It's the very first thing under resources. So there's a PDF linked at the top and some basic course information. The important parts, office hours, Monday, Thursday from 7 to 8 and by appointment. There is a phone number listed in the syllabus, but it is the SLAM Division office in Shasta. I don't live in Shasta. I don't have an office on the Shasta campus. So the best way to contact me is through my Shasta College email address. Um, Please double check you're spelling the last name correctly, two L's, two F's. When I don't get emails from students, it's usually a last name misspelling more than anything else. Um, I am here to help and I'm always happy to answer questions. But if you can't get a hold of me, or if you feel that you need extra help or a different voice, the tutoring and learning centers are available to you. Office hours are posted on that link. I believe they have both in-person and digital appointments this semester. You'll also notice links for the Learning Center here, as well as NetTutor, which is an online tutoring service that you have access to as a Shasta College student. For required materials, our textbook is the OpenStax Introductory Statistics textbook. This link takes you to the free textbook. It is free. Um, It'll take you here. You just click table of contents, go to the section that you want. If you are a student who feels like you work better from a paper version, the paperback version is available through the Shasta College bookstore. You'll also notice on that link there is a PDF you can download and print, and you can order a print copy directly from OpenStax if you would prefer. Other than the textbook, you do need access to a graphing calculator. TI-84s are highly recommended, but I also know they're very expensive. So if you cannot afford a TI-84, back on the home screen, there is a link that I'll show you where there are some free digital versions that function just like a TI-84. You'll need some pencils, papers, and rulers for your homework. All homework's going to be done on paper. And then you need a computer, laptop, or tablet and reliable internet access because this is an asynchronous course. For office hours, I am never going to demand that you turn your camera on. And if you don't like speaking into a microphone, you do not have to. You can type your questions in chat. I will recommend that you have at least a microphone if you're going to participate in office hours. They tend to go more smoothly. But again, it's not required. If all you have is an internet access, you can type in chat for our Zoom meetings. Grading is broken down into 3 chunks. Tests are 60%, discussions are 10, homework are 30. And I use the traditional Shasta College grading scale. So 90 and up is an A, 80 to 89 is a B, and so on. Please note that at the end of the course, I round scores that mathematically round up. So if you are sitting at an 89.5, that rounds up to a 90, and I will do that automatically. If you are sitting at an 89.4, that mathematically rounds down to an 89. Please do not send me a massive emails on October 10th regarding grading. That is going to be homecoming week for me here at the high school level, and I am going to be unhappy if I get 30 emails about rounding. Um, Quick breakdown of the grading departments. Tests, you have one each week. At the end of the week, I open them Thursday morning. They're due Sunday night. Each test is worth 100 points. It will only cover the material from that week. I will drop the lowest of those 8 test scores at the end of the semester. For discussions, those go live on Monday. The original posts are due Thursday, and 2 replies to classmates are due on Sunday. It is important that you make your original post in a timely manner, because if you don't post to your discussion group, then your group mates don't have anything to reply to, and that becomes a an issue very quickly. So please make sure that you're monitoring the discussion boards each week and that you're getting those discussion posts in before Thursday at midnight. The last is homework. Homework is super important because math, like anything else, you only get better at it with practice, right? You want to get better at soccer, you practice. You want to get better at piano, you practice. Same with math. Um, I have over the years discovered that students who do it and do it seriously do well, and students who do not do well. There is a strong correlation there. Please make sure you're allotting yourself enough time to get the homework completed on time. When I grade it on effort and completeness, meaning all you need to do is try it to get credit. That simple act of trying the problems helps your brain get better at the stats. So please make sure that you're attempting every homework problem and that you're showing appropriate supporting work. If you have questions, I'm available. The tutoring center is available. Lots of resources online. Okay. Really quick, academic honesty. You know the drill. Don't submit papers that aren't yours. Don't copy your friend's homework because then they learned and you didn't. I'm going to make a comment about AI. AI is notoriously bad at statistics. I had an incident this summer with students using AI, and like a third of the class gave me the same wrong answer. It's not a good look. Yeah. Don't pay money to take a course if you're not going to learn anything. AI is not smart at stats. It cannot make inference. The human brain is better. Please use yours. Again, if you have questions or you're feeling stressed to the point that cheating starts to look like a good option, please talk to me and we can make arrangements for extensions or getting you the help that you need. I want to help you do well in the course. Disruptive behavior, because this is an online session, really this only applies to discussion groups and office hours. There's an expectation that you are going to behave like reasonable human beings. If not, this is college and I will kick you out of the class. Please don't be a jerk. Attendance. Even though this is a digital class, there is an expectation that you are interacting with Canvas on a regular basis. If I have seen that you have not logged into Canvas in more than a week, I may drop you from the course. That's not to be mean. It's just that this course is only 8 weeks long. And if you've missed a week, you've missed multiple chapters of material, and that's really hard to come back from. Um, However, it is always your responsibility to drop. If you stop attending, don't count on me catching it. I probably will, but sometimes I miss it. Sometimes I wait because I want to give you the benefit of the doubt. So if you know you need to drop, please make sure that you file those forms with the registrar's office. Course objectives and course content go over what we're going to cover. Um, if you have a learning disability, if you had an IEP or a 504 in high school, please contact the PACE office ASAP to get those accommodations on record. For testing, we're testing through Canvas, but Canvas does allow me to do things like give you extended time on tests. And I need to know that from the PACE office. So if you haven't already done so, please call them or reach out to their email so that they can get that rolling for you. Um, the last, the non-discrimination policy. Um, Shasta College does not discriminate. I do not discriminate. If you feel you are being discriminated against by anyone on campus, please report it. That is why these reporting forms work. You as a person deserve to be treated with respect and dignity. Last important fall dates. Last day to drop without grade of record is the 27th of August, which is 10 days from when I'm recording this. So it comes up pretty quick. 26th of September is the last day to withdraw, and the final date of the course is October 10th. Those dates will vary for other courses. Remember that this is specifically to our course because it is an accelerated schedule. If you have questions, the calendar is on the Shasta College website, and you can always log into My Shasta to take a look at the dates specifically for each of your courses. Okay, last thing is back on the homepage for Canvas. I've ordered it by resources and then by week. And if you scroll, you'll see week 1, week 2, week 3 with the dates on them. almost everything is already published. I'm still working on the last couple weeks. Those should go live by next weekend. Um, Office hours page has my office hours and the link. It is via Zoom. Feel free to click, explore. Um, very exciting. The big important part is the calculators for your computer or cell phone. If you don't want to spend $100 on a calculator, there is a free version online that my AP Stats students found. It's a little weird to access, but it works exactly like the TI-84 that I use. Wabbit Emu is a TI emulator that is free. It requires a little bit more tech knowledge, but that's an option. And then the GeoGebra calculator suite. This one is nice. It works on both your phone and your computer. It does basically everything we need to do for this class. Uh, it just has slightly different directions than the TI-84. Back under resources, you'll notice that there are two links. I have calculator guides for the TI-84 for everything we're going to do. I have GeoGebra guides for everything we're going to do. So select which device that you feel more comfortable using with the semester, and then there are guides here, along with the videos for each week. For each week, there's going to be a resource page at the top of that weekly module. And in that resource page, there's typically two things that you need to look at. The first is the assigned reading for that week. I don't expect you're reading it like a novel. It's boring. It's a textbook, but skim through it, look at the new vocab words, check out the formulas, reads through some of those examples. And then in addition to that, there will be weekly videos. Typically, those videos are about 10 minutes per, and they're going to walk you through the basics of each of those important concepts for the weeks. So for example, the sampling method video goes over the 4 types of random samples that we talk about. Frequency tables is going to walk you through how to build a frequency table. Bar charts is going to show you how to draw a bar graph and so on. Calculator directions will also be provided in those videos. And then other resources, if there's anything additional for that week that I think would support your learning, I'll tack it on down here. The reading and the video notes are where the information for each week are coming from. So please make sure you are using at least one, if not both of these, to pull your information. After the weekly resource page, there is a homework assignment, a discussion, and a test. Homework opens on Monday, is due on Sunday, so 7 days to complete it. The discussion opens on Monday, post is due Thursday, replies due Sunday, and then the test opens Thursday and is due on Sunday. Because this is a short form short form course, I know how to talk. Please make sure you're paying attention to deadlines and you're getting that work in on time. If you're struggling to keep up, send me an email and we can work out some extensions to see if we can get you caught up before you panic and drop. I think that's it for Canvas. If you have any questions about how the course is going to work or where to find things in Canvas, feel free to send me an email or drop by office hours. If you are having tech issues, please contact Shasta College IT. I cannot reset passwords. I don't have that power. I can only tell you where to find things in our course or where to find things on campus. That's it, and I will see you in our next video.